In this video, I'm going to show you the fundamentals of Ableton's built-in chorus, what each one of the controls does, and how you can use it to add some interesting depth and texture to your sounds. Brett Pontecorvo here at livekeyboardist.com, where I help keyboard players just like you with the ins and outs of sound design, with building a fantastic live keyboard setup, and with learning Ableton Live. If you're new here, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Alright, so a chorus device is an audio effect, which means it's taking incoming audio signal, manipulating it, and then spitting it out. And a chorus specifically is basically a really fancy delay device, where part of the signal is delayed and part of the signal is kept the same, and then that delay amount is modulated or changed. And it kind of produces what you might be familiar with as the Doppler effect.
The Doppler effect.
So as the delay time is changed, your perceived distance from the source changes, which results in a slight change of pitch. And that change of pitch, sort of bumping up against the original pitch, produces some different phase cancellation, which makes the sound a little bit more stereo, sounds a little bit wider, you get a little bit different signal on each side. So let's have a look at Ableton's chorus. So Ableton's chorus is split up into three sections. We've got the delay section. So we've got delay 1 and delay 2. Not every chorus has a second delay, but Ableton's does. We've got the modulation section, which controls how much these delay times are going to be altered, and how quickly. Then we've got the dry-wet, which controls the ratio of processed signal to unprocessed signal. The feedback, which controls how much is put back into the chorus after it's processed. And polarity, which controls if the detuning starts by going up or by going down. So right now I've got Pigments here producing just a basic saw wave, and when I turn chorus on, you're going to hear it adds a little bit of detuning, a little bit of stereo information. Okay, so a lot of power within this chorus. Now, delay 1 has a high-pass filter, so we're able to use that to pull out some of the lower information. You hear as I sweep that up, it sort of pulls out the bottom end. I like to start with this at 90 Hertz and then adjust accordingly. Now, the first delay produces warmer sounds at the 20 millisecond delay than it would if we dropped this lower. So here's what it sounds like at 20. And if I bring it down, you'll hear it's slightly more metallic. That's just because the delay time is a little bit shorter. Now, delay 2 is going to add a little bit more intensity to your chorus, but it's not necessary that you use it. It's got two different modes: fixed, which means that delay amount will not be modulated, and mod, which means it will be modulated at the same rate as delay 1. So here's off, fix, and mod. Does make a pretty big difference. You can hear that it gets a little bit more extreme when it's turned on, and I actually like the way fixed is sounding right now. Now, for modulation amount, this is going to control how much these parameters are being changed. So as I bring this up, you're going to hear the intensity increase. But for just a really nice sounding chorus, keeping this somewhere between 1 and 2 milliseconds is a good starting place. And for rate, that's actually going to control how quickly these delays are modulated. So as I increase this, you'll hear a different type of intensity. A really great setting for this is 0.86, but you can go about as high as 1.03 for a really usable chorus if you're going more to add to a sound than for a crazy audio effect. Alright, so we've got that chorusing sound, and then I want to just demo what feedback sounds like, although in this case it's going to sound a little crazy. And you'll start to hear a bit of a zippering effect. So a little bit similar to that flanger type sound. Not my favorite on a chorus, but it is there as an option if you want to use it. Now, let me know in the comments below what you plan to use chorus on. I actually really love to use this on synthesizers when I'm making giant synth sounds, but it's also beautiful on top of a piano. Now, if you're looking for more information about audio effects, on the screen right now, I've got 3 of my favorite ones specifically to use on piano sounds. And if you're not familiar with pigments, I highly recommend that you check out some of these amazing presets, which are also on the screen. And I'll see you next time at livekeyboardist.com.